Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I am excited because we took a little detour to play with some fairies and now we're going to get back into building in our new crest save. I'm super excited for it. Today we're going to be building a bowling alley, which is the first time that I've ever really done anything with the bowling stuff in The Sims, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm excited. We're going to be making a small business on the same lot that we built the Riverback Cafe. At this point, what was that, like 2-3 months ago? I don't even know. It feels like it's been so long since we played in this save, but I am excited to hop back into it. So let's go ahead and get started. While the game is loading up, let me give you guys a friendly reminder to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you leave a comment, I will feature you guys in the videos. I kind of want to start doing that. And let's see, what should our comment be? What should our community be talking about? Let's talk about what is your guys' favorite store in like your main street in your town. Let's do that. My favorite store in my main street, like back where I'm from, I used to work at a diner on Main Street, and I honestly really still have a soft place in my heart for that diner, so that would probably be my answer. Alright, so yeah, leave that comment down below, and also if you can leave a like on the video, it just helps me out and it helps to push my content out so that we can make more internet friends along the way. So thank you in advance, and let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so we're going to pop into the game really fast just because I honestly have to remind myself who this family is that we're playing with. Elijah Tubbs and his wife Eileen are like the founders of this place. They own the Riverback Cafe. Their daughter, Jerica, is married to Matthew, and we're going to be focusing on their small businesses in the next couple of videos. So let's go ahead and get into it. And also their son's name is Connor. And then they also have a daughter over here named Stevie that we're going to be getting into as well. Okay, let's begin. All right, speed build time. Okay. We are back with the Tubbs family. It's been a while since we've played with them, since we've kind of built around with them. I still am obsessed with how the Elijah and Eileen's place turned out. I think it looks it's so amazing. And it makes me excited to build some more. And honestly, I am way ahead with builds, and this place is looking fabulous, if I do say so myself. So we're going to be making a bowling alley today. It's kind of like a bowling alley arcade, and it's called The Hole. I don't know why. I thought that would be like a fun little name for it. It's also going to be a pizzeria too, so we kind of have a lot of things going on. And this is built actually in a basement so it's like underneath all of the like main stores, I guess you would say. This is like the basement underground underneath, and that's kind of why I called it The Hole, is because it's like not up with the main stuff, it's like down below. It's like it's in a hole, right? So it made sense in my brain. So right now I'm just kind of figuring out and kind of mapping out where we're going to have a nightclub go and also a tattoo studio go, just so we have enough room for everything. I was kind of dealt limited space with this build, even though it is like underground, just because we do have the river that's running kind of around the lot, and if I were to extend it any farther than how it already is, then it would mess with the river, and the river is honestly perfect. I don't want to mess with it any more than I already have, so I kept it this size, and I think it honestly all works out in the end. I think it's awesome. So right now I'm playing with Stevie. She is Jerica and Matthew Vega's daughter. Jerica is Elijah and Eileen's daughter. So Stevie is their granddaughter. But Stevie she won't live with her family here on these lots. She has a house. She'll have a house with like her boyfriend and a few of their dogs, is kind of what I'm thinking. And I don't know why I thought that this would work. It's kind of silly that I thought that it would work, but for some reason I thought that maybe Stevie could own the bowling alley, but not live there. But that obviously doesn't work because these are like residential small businesses, and since she doesn't live there, she can't own it since she doesn't live there. So I had to go back in, make Matthew the owner and then just hire Stevie as an employee. That way it's still kind of like family run, family owned, like whatever. So that's kind of the workaway or the workaround that I did with that. But I mean, it is kind of fun to test everything out, especially since when I built this, the pack was fairly new. Not the newest, because honestly, when the pack came out, my game, I got into it a while ago, but when this pack came out, I had, like, my game was like, it was broken. I couldn't play it at all. It was a big mess. So anyway, I was still trying to figure out everything with this pack and just trying to figure out all of the quirks and everything that comes along with this pack. So I was figuring all of that out. So right now I'm trying to make like a bar area. This is where our pizzeria is going to go. Come in. Oh, are you bringing me food? Oh, perfect. You're bringing me food.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
You have a gift?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. I love the gift.
Open.
I'll open it. Thank you. Look, you gave me the gift of eggies.
Aww.
Thank you. They're so cute. You're welcome, honey. I did also kind of lay out some things that I wanted to be incorporated in this build. So, like, for example, we have the ping pong table and what is the foosball? Is that what it's called? Where the like little where the soccer players are on the sticks and you make goals. I don't know what that's called. I am terrible at that game. I wasn't quite sure how many like pizza ovens that we would need, so I put 3 in for now. I really wanted to go for like a grungy vibe with this place, and I think that it works for the most part. It's called The Hole, so I feel like it makes sense that this place would be kind of like grungier. Not necessarily like, I don't want to say like dirty, because that's, I mean, no one wants their business to be dirty, you know what I mean? But like, it's more of a grungy vibe. Grungy, kind of like retro style vibe. That's kind of what we were going for here, because I feel like bowling is decently like it's still a is it mainstream? It's still something that people do today, but I feel like definitely like, I feel like when my parents were like teenagers, like bowling was like kind of the thing to do. It could just be my hometown though, because I'm from a pretty small town, and honestly there wasn't really much to do there besides like going to the movies or driving around or bowling. I did make it a point though to put as much of the bowling stuff, is it a pack or is it a kit? I think it's a pack. But I made it a point to put as much of that in this build as possible, because like, when else are you going to use that? Like, that's definitely not like an everyday build item that you're going to be using. And then I found this carpet, and I don't think that this carpet is even from the bowling pack, but it honestly should be. I don't know about you, but I distinctly remember my bowling alley growing up had a carpet that looked exactly like this. And I even asked my husband when I was building it about this carpet, and that was the first thing he said when I showed him this build, is that carpet is perfect for a bowling alley. Like, you can't even tell me otherwise. Like, bowling alley or even theaters, that they have those carpets. They just do. The bowling alleys, when we were in college, like me and my husband, when we were dating and we'd go bowling, as far as I can recall, the ones that we went to, they didn't have like the fun lights and the disco ball and like all that stuff. But that was such a big thing at my bowling alley back home. They had like the fog machine, and they had the disco ball. They had the black lights. They had all of the fun, like, groovy, like all of that, the lights, all of it. It was just like almost I want to say fever dream of just like club lighting, but it's a bowling alley. So I made sure to incorporate that in here as well, and I just kind of sized a lot of them down just so they wouldn't be seen. I have a chef in here with me. He's cooking me some breakfast.
Toast.
Toast?
And this.
Oh, thank you. And I think that I am ready now to go into the game and kind of give you guys a tour of this place. So let's go ahead and do that portion of this. All right, so here we are in Newcrest. This is the Tubbs spot. There's going to be a lot going on here. So here we are. As you can see, we have the Riverback Cafe, and there's also a Moonlight Lounge. We'll have to get to that build soon. And we also have the hole, which is what we are going to be focusing on today. There's going to be spoilers, so just try not to look. But you can if you want to, if it makes you excited, and you can come back. All right, so as you can see, we have our first build that we did on this lot. And again, if you don't remember what the lore is, or maybe you're new and you're just tuning in, so the lore behind this build is, this is kind of like an older, like Main Street kind of area. So like where I'm from, our Main Street definitely had like these buildings where there was like a restaurant on the bottom, and then maybe like some apartments, or even there was like a hotel that ran down Main Street where I'm from. It was like that, and then like below there was like a barber shop, there was like a restaurant, the diner that I worked at, like stuff like that. So that's kind of the vibes that we're going for here. And Elijah and Eileen, this is their place. They own the Riverback Cafe, and then they have like an apartment up top that they renovated to be their house that they raised their two children in. But we're not focusing on their place right now. We are focusing on, if you come this way, not this place, not this place, but this place with the neon bowling sign. All right, so welcome to the hole. Okay, I've just figured out what this place reminds me of. Also, did I not paint the outside of this? That's rather embarrassing. Let's do that together right now. Okay, so I just figured out what this reminds me of. So back when me and my husband were dating, we would go to concerts out in Salt Lake, and the University of Utah, they had on campus a pizzeria called The Pie, and it was underground, and we would like go down like a staircase that looked just like this. That's what this reminds me of. The whole entire time I was building this, it was like reminding me of something, and I just couldn't figure out what it is. And that's what it is. It's The Pie at the University of Utah. So if you're there, go check it out. It's great. The pizza's massive. If you have lactose intolerant issues, I don't suggest it, because they load that pizza up with cheese and it's delicious. But now that my husband and I have tummy issues and can't really handle dairy that well, we don't really partake in that anymore. We also have kids, so we haven't really been to a concert in a while. So anyway, back to the build. So here is where you would sign in to register to like bowl. And then we also have like some bowling paraphernalia. We have where you rent your shoes. I believe I had them scooted closer to the wall, but they're not like that anymore. But it's okay, because you can still get through this. It's just kind of like squishy, but like that's fine. It doesn't really matter. We have our aquarium stocked with some cool fish. We have this carpet. I'm still obsessed with this carpet. This is hands down a bowling alley carpet. You can't tell me otherwise. You just can't. Honestly, if I could put anything else in here, it would probably be a TV. I think that that's kind of the one thing that it's missing. So maybe let's do that together. So like we could put like a TV here, and then maybe put like a couple TVs like over here, because this is definitely a spot where people would have on like the sports game and stuff like that, you know. Here is our pizzeria, our pizza makers, and then Stevie will work here. And as you can see, this place is this section right here. It is highlighted in yellow, and this is just an employees only area, just because like, you know, these are Sims, so I didn't want to risk the fact that the Sims could potentially like go back and get their own drink or go back and make their own pizza. Like, I want them to pay me to make them their pizza, you know what I mean? We have 3 lanes, we have the disco ball, we have all the party lights, the strobe lights. There is fog machines, but they are teeny tiny, as you can tell right here. on the floor. Bowling, like record holder wall, or bowling, we have a rogue bowling pin, some bowling balls that are stacked up, and then we also have a small arcade over here, and then we also have this game. It's kind of like VR, but in The Sims. It's like the Sims version of VR. Yeah, anyway, we have that. I thought that that would be a good addition for our arcade. So one thing that I think would be fun is if we had like an actual arcade and we could have like a prize wall. We don't have that option available to us, but if we could ever get that, that'd be awesome. Number one thing I want in The Sims though is for The Sims to just like fix the game. Like, I want to finish the Tiny Town challenge that I started last October. I would love to pick that up again this October when spooky season comes around, but I can't do it if I can't play with it. You know what I mean? Like, if you even breathe on For Rent, your game breaks and explodes and shatters into a million pieces. So we need the game to be fixed first and foremost. Like, no more content. Like, we're good on the content. I love all the content, don't get me wrong. I feel spoiled with all the content that's been coming out, but first and foremost, we just need the game to actually work. So that's like number one on my list of things that I want from The Sims, is just for the game to work. And I don't feel like that's too much to ask, but here we are. Oh yeah, this is also the bathroom. I feel like I kind of glazed over this because it's a bathroom, you know, there's toilets and sinks. And did I forget to put mirrors in here? Oh my gosh, flop on my end. Okay, now there's mirrors. Okay, not so much of flop anymore. Okay, that looks cool. I love the way that this build turned out, and thank you guys for coming along on this journey with me. I'm excited to show you the rest of the builds. I don't want to like move up though because I don't want to give anything away too much, but I will say we do have like a book cafe. We have a pottery art studio when it has like painting and all kinds of fun stuff. We have a lounge, we have a tattoo parlor that we're making, and we also need to finish making these families because they have more kids and not all of their kids live with them. The idea of building Newcrest for me is I want to do like the Not So Berry challenge, or I want to retry the 100 baby challenge. I did that on my personal time before I started like making Sims videos. I did finish it and I have all of the children from it still. I think I have most of the children from it, but I want to retry it now that the infant pack, no, what is it, the infant update, now that that's out, now that we have infants, I want to try it again, which is funny because I was like speed going through having babies so that I wouldn't have to deal with infants, and now I'm like, I kind of want to try it again. So anyway, I do want to do that. So the whole point to building Newcrest for me is not just because I think it would be really fun, but because I do want to make like Newcrest have like townies, I guess you would say, and like build and like different locations that we could go for. Like, if we do Not So Berry, we have like places for like to go on dates and like stuff like that. That's kind of what my idea is behind building Newcrest, not just for funsies, but because we're like prepping for something big that's coming up, like a legacy challenge or a 100 baby challenge or very veggie, or I don't know, something like that. So that's kind of the idea of it. I also just wanted to try it because I've seen people start it, but I haven't necessarily seen people finish, and so I really want to finish the Newcrest builds. It will take time, but I'm down for it. And if you guys are along for the ride, then make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss out on any new videos, whether it's gameplay or building. I would love to see you guys back. And thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. I hope you guys have an awesome day, wherever you are, whatever you are doing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.